think I'm live. I plugged the mic in, which means we are live. I am Are You Kidding Me from Derby Date Night, and I am here with Johnny Pepper of Texas. So excited to announce with you.
This is one of the semifinal games.
This is one of the semifinal games.
The other semifinal games happening right behind us between Team Michigan and the Black Diaspora.
Yes.
Black Diaspora is rolling right now.
Yes, they're ahead, I think 50-10, something like that. But this is the other championship game. D-Rex from Pennsylvania thought they got lead jammer, but it's called on a track cut and will be headed to the penalty box.
And that is Kiss My Ass Cuda. And Kiss My Ass Cuda's got a mom back home celebrating a birthday.
Oh,
happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Woo-hoo.
Chris My Ass, although I don't think that is Chris My Ass jamming. That looks like, hold on. Where's my 88?
Kiss My Cuda.
Oh, Chris My Ass Cuda.
And Mom is having a birthday.
Okay. But Team Pennsylvania has a Chris My Ass.
I know, but they're not out there.
No, they're not. But now I've decided I want the two of them to jam against each other.
I got you.
Chris
Okay,
My
to
Ass
reset
Cuda.
at home, Pennsylvania's in the blue. Team Philippines is in the white.
Yes.
And we're almost 1 minute and 6 seconds into this jam, and we don't have a lead yet?
No, we don't.
We don't have any score yet?
D-Rex cannot be lead because they went to the box.
I'm so glad we had a run-up to this game instead of just starting like we did.
Right? We haven't told you anything. We've
I've
just
got
started.
lots of stuff to say.
I was saying I got all this stuff, but this game is happening. D-Rex is now out after their initial, so will be on a scoring pass, now eligible to score. She is getting slowed down by Team Philippines. I think lead is still eligible for Kismay Ascruda. Azqueda?
Azqueda. But that wall of blue in the front. Oh, my. We do have a scoring pass completed.
D-Rex out. First points on the board for Pennsylvania.
Kismay Ascruda trying to get through, but that wall of defense is just swarming. Nice apex jump and a land for D-Rex. Looks like, oh, look at that. We got a 4-4 wash.
Starting off with a tie, so everybody gets to have some points. But
what do you got
even.
to tell us real quick?
What I got to tell you is how we got to the semifinal game. Both Philippines and Pennsylvania have won their first 3 games. Neither of these teams had a first-round bye. Philippines was ranked 20th, Pennsylvania ranked 10th coming into this tournament, and they are now in this semifinal game.
Olive Havoc, we're in the Star 14, Pennsylvania going up against Boppin.
Olive Havoc grabbing a quick lead jammer for Team Pennsylvania.
Boppin still trying to get through that wall of blue. Pennsylvania up at the front of the pot. That is a 3-wall, trying to hold.
Olive getting recycled to the back by the Team Philippines blockers.
Boppin is through, clear on the initial.
Olive is through for 4 points and calls the jam.
So that's going to be a 4-point lead to Pennsylvania.
2 blockers from Team Philippines in the box. So they will start this next jam.
Going into
with
jam 3.
4-2 advantage for Pennsylvania.
Wow. I wanted to say the players in Team Philippines are descended from families that lived on the other side of the world. Their families traveled here for opportunities and freedom. The spirit that drives them today reflects the honor they have for their ancestors.
Jade jamming for Team Pennsylvania and Hawaii KO for Philippines. Jade coming out with a 3rd lead jammer in a row for Team Pennsylvania. Hawaii KO still stuck in the pack at the front. Jade getting recycled to the back, getting slowed down as they come in on their initial pass.
Hawaii KO and Hello Sailor both skate for Team Wisconsin. So shout out to their Wisconsin friends.
Who Wisconsin just played earlier today too.
Yes, they did.
There are some skaters doing double duty. I'm not sure if Hawaii
we are
KO
not
is one
frowning
of
on that door or tri-roster thing happening here this weekend.
Both jammers struggling to find space. Jade on a scoring pass. Hawaii KO still on their initial.
That Pennsylvania defense is the story of the game so far.
Mm-hmm.
But that pack's getting spread out. Look at that beautiful bridge.
Beautiful bridging all the way down. But Hawaii KO was able to pull that pack apart to get out on their initial. This is we have a power jam for Team Philippines as Jade went to the penalty box. So Hawaii KO has a power jam here for Team Philippines and has just scored 4 points.
Exactly what Team Philippines needed right now.
Is.
Now if they can capitalize and pick up another, and we might see our first lead change of the game.
I think maybe our first of many in this game. I mean, being a semifinal game, it's going to be competitive.
I'm still trying to manifest the overtime jam. I haven't been able to do it yet. I had one real close on this last game.
The game right before this was
Absolutely.
only 1 point. Your
I
home
can't believe
team
you're
Texas.
staying.
I have so much
My heart's
adrenaline.
still beating fast from that last
much
game, and I had
adrenaline.
no skin in the game at all.
No skin in the game.
Well, it is my team.
It is your team.
It is my team.
With that jam comes to an end. Team
And we're
Pennsylvania,
not going to have a lead
no lead
change.
change yet. Team Pennsylvania managing to hang on to that lead, but only by 2 points.
Absolutely. 11-9 with 24 minutes and 13 seconds left to go.
Classy Chassis on the line for Pennsylvania, and Kismayaz Queta for Philippines.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
We're going to have to say that every time.
Every time.
Every time. Every time. Mom's
Oh,
going to
Mom is going to love that.
Yes, Mom's going to love that. And you know what? Mom would love if Kismayaz Queta could get up front right now.
Oh, I love this. You like to manifest things too,
Yes,
don't you?
I do.
I love manifesting things on the live stream. It doesn't usually work, but when it does,
You know,
feel so
yes,
powerful.
and it makes you look really, really cool.
Right? You're like, I'm going to make this happen. I'm hearing a whistle. Seems like somebody's going to the penalty box. But it is going to be Classy Chassis of Team Pennsylvania.
Look at that.
Oh, you did it.
Happy birthday, Mom.
You manifested the lead, Jade. The lead. Oh, my
Yes.
gosh.
Yes.
That was great awareness by Kismayaz Queta, falling out but hitting the ground with only one hand, and you are allowed to only have one hand out and still continue forward.
This is a perfect derby date night.
It really is. My husband is sitting behind you.
I know, but you know.
But I will enjoy this derby date night with you
We
tonight.
got our hands on the microphone, so I think we're okay.
What is going on now? Okay.
Somebody's going to the Happy Coffee penalty box.
Classy
and
Chassis is out of the box. Kismayaz Queta still lead. Another Pennsylvania blocker headed. There are going to be 3 Pennsylvania blockers in the box. Kismayaz Queta literally has one blocker to get past who just pushed Kismayaz Queta into the inside line, but as Kismayaz Queta was able to keep going, but gets a no pass, no penalty, so only gets 3 points for that hard earned.
Just like that, though, the Happy Coffee penalty box is emptying out as everybody starts to stand to get ready to come back in.
If things stand as they do, looks like Philippines might have a lead change here.
I believe you're correct.
Yep.
7 points on that jam for Kismayaz Queta, and they are ahead 16-11. Happy birthday, Mom. What a jam. Jam number 4.
You're going to have me saying it with you by the end of the
Mom's
night.
going to love that forever. Jam 4, my little girl, she got up front, she got lead, and took the lead.
D-Rex on the line for Team Pennsylvania, bopping for Team Philippines, and a timeout has been called.
This team out brought to you by our good friends over at 187 Killer Pads and, of course, 888 New York City. Small heads don't belong in big helmets. Get a size that fits. 888 New York City.
That's true. I used to think I might need a junior's helmet because my head is so small. But S1 has always been great with their helmets, and I enjoyed wearing an S1 helmet for many years.
Who do we got on the line there?
We've got D-Rex for Team Pennsylvania and Boppin for Philippines.
No pack is called.
Boppin trying to pull that pack apart and gets that lead for Team Philippines. Team Philippines has such a Cinderella story in this game. They were not expected to do as well as they did, coming in ranked 20th in this tournament, and they are sitting here in the semifinal currently
in the final
in the
four.
lead.
In the final four. Absolutely.
And they're leading this game right now.
Playing to get to the final 2.
Yes. Boppin'. Oh!
Nice hit by 99.
Russian Bayou.
Russian Bayou. Put a little mark there. So when we come time to pick MVPs,
Oh, yeah,
we're not picking MVPs. They are.
We picked our own on the last stream
I
and
got
just
you.
told the stream about it, and we picked like 4 of them.
Okay.
So we can choose our own MVP. It's the live stream.
I
We
know
get to
who
do
one's
that.
going to be. Their mom might be having a birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom!
Oh, as it stands
KO
right now,
on the line.
19 to 11. 20 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this first half. This is going to be the funnest call of the year.
This is going to be so fun. Hawaii KO on the line for Philippines. I don't know who's up there for Team Pennsylvania. I'm taking a breath right now.
We do need to take a breath. And hydrate. Hydrate or die. Do you got anybody you want to shout out at home?
Hydrate. Oh, you know who I'd like to shout out? So with Derby Date Night, the YouTube that my husband and I do. Your
Hydrate or
bracelet says
die.
hydrate or die.
Or die.
But my husband, Sirius Lee, is here with me, and so are my children, but they are not currently in the room because they have cocooned themselves in the Airbnb. So I'm going to shout out my kids, OMG and LOL, who are, I guarantee, not watching.
Well, I can guarantee you my little granddaughter is watching, and whenever time she hears Papa Pepper, she starts singing like a tea kettle because she's only 5 months old.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't this granddaughter the baby
Yes,
of the picture
that
I
is
saw?
the baby.
I don't know how much she's watching, but I think she hears your lovely voice.
She's listening. She knows Papa Pepper's going to be coming home soon.
I think we're about to start some derby again. We both had a drink, so we're nice and hydrated.
Olive Habit going to be wearing the Star 14 Pennsylvania going up against Hawaii KO 14 Philippines.
I was informed that Olive Havoc is a mother of 5
Oh, wow.
and out here jamming in the semifinal game for Team
Well, hi
Pennsylvania.
to Olive kids then.
Wow.
Multiplayer block called on someone. That is Crank That.
Olive Havoc is out as lead jammer for Team Pennsylvania, something they really wanted to happen here since they have not gotten that lead.
We
Hawaii
got a
KO
star
passed
pass.
The start is Champagne, who is now going to be the lead for Team Philippines.
Mad for Gravy, the last line of defense. And Holden, nice.
Oh, I love that. Olive Havoc gives a high 5 to Gravy. Is that?
Mad for Gravy.
Mad
You can
for
call her
Gravy.
Gravy. Gravy don't care. You can call her anything.
Oh, I love Gravy. So Mad for Havoc, Gravy, they're giving each other a high 5. I love it. I love that kind of camaraderie.
Do you follow
between
that
two
Rollicon
teams.
stuff?
No.
Did you
everybody
know
keeps
Mad
telling
for
me.
Gravy had a date? You could win a date with Gravy.
You could win a date with Gravy?
Yes, from Out From Under the Bed podcast with the Boogeyman and Master
Gravy's
Sedator.
From Out From Under the Bed?
No, but she was on Out From Under the Bed.
on
Back
a
to the
date.
action on the track. We got Jade wearing the star for Pennsylvania and Kiss Maya Kuda. Happy birthday, Mom. Wearing the star for Team Philippines.
I'm going to laugh every time you do that. Jade trying to pull the pack out to the front. Moving back and forth. Having a hard time finding some space. Kismaya Esqueda getting pushed to the inside. Jade trying to push up the middle, getting pushed to the outside. Jade is trying so hard to stay in the middle, and Team Philippines is really working to get them to the outside and push them out and take them back, and it's working really well.
You are absolutely right.
Jade getting pulled to the back again. Oh, but now Jade was like, I know this, and I'm going to stay up on my toe stops, and I'm going to stay in bounds.
Just
and
right
I'm going
through.
to be lead jammer. So Jade will be on a scoring pass as they enter the pack now. Kismaya Esqueda continuing to struggle up at the front.
Team Philippines was one in the box. Just got released.
All right, Kismaya Esqueda was able to get through. Jade.
Calls it off.
Okay, calls it off. I saw that big hit, and I wasn't sure.
In the waning seconds of that jam, Kismaya Kuda had to go to the Happy Coffee penalty box. So this will be a power start for Team Pennsylvania
Did you
in
see
the
why
next
they went to
jam.
the box?
Yes.
Oh.
Team, box in the middle. We got blue and white in the box.
Yes,
Pennsylvania
we do.
has one blocker in the box.
So this will be a power jam for Team Pennsylvania.
And while we were talking about all that, we did have a leash chain on the last jam. So everybody should hydrate at home.
That's Classy Chassis jamming for Team Pennsylvania. While Kismaya Esqueda waits in the penalty box, Classy Chassis getting taken out.
84?
Yeah, that wasn't Classy Chassis, was it? A blocker getting taken out by another blocker. Classy Chassis trying to find some space at the front, looks to her teammates for some offense, but Ismael Escueda is coming out of that penalty box, and they are also holding one of the Philippines blockers in the back. Everybody now getting all mixed up in there. Let's see if a jammer is going to come out of here to get lead jammer. It is still open. Almost a minute in, Classy Chassis is lead jammer for Team Pennsylvania. They are down by 3, so this was a really important lead jam for Team Pennsylvania to try and take that lead back.
Both of these defenses have totally just locked down.
Woo!
We got a star pass.
Took that star pass, and with a little hop on the inside. Oh, great. Was that Gravy?
That was Gravy with a derby kiss
hits
to the inside, but not quite all the way to the line.
Gravy's hits look so hard, but Classy Chassis was able to stay inbounds and upright and keep skating and take the lead for Team Pennsylvania.
Classy Chassis doesn't need that much room to get by on the inside. You got to take her all the way to the line.
Yep. Even if it's a hard hit, you got to make sure that
Absolutely.
that hit got them all the way out, because these jammers in these tournaments, they are able to stay in bounds in miraculous ways.
Yes, you wouldn't believe it, but they do.
D-Rex jamming for Pennsylvania and bopping for Team Philippines.
Clock ticking down. 15:42 left to go in this first half. We are. Where's the time go?
It's so much fun when I get to hang out with you.
Well, we'll know in just a few minutes. Well, it's, 45 minutes, but it's going to seem like
It's
free.
going to seem like 2 as Boppin gets through, but D-Rex is going to be trying to pass Boppin.
We got a jammer race.
D-Rex has their arms out and is like, what you going to do, Boppin? I am
what you
literally
gonna
right
do?
here. They are both approaching the pack together.
Oh, nice. Crank that. That jam's going to be called.
Oh, did Philippines outscore Pennsylvania 3-2?
Philippines got 3, yes.
I see some 2s up there on
Oh,
that
my
board.
God.
What does
Everything.
that mean?
That means technically it's a lead change, but it's a tie game.
It's a tie game.
Yeah, but it was. Somebody had the lead and lost it.
Okay, question about palindromes.
Yes.
Is this a palindrome?
I would say so.
I would say it's a palindrome. What do
It's
you think,
frontwards
Sirius?
and backwards the same.
Sirius is giving me a look. We've had this argument on Derby Date
Frontwards
Night.
and backwards the same.
Yes,
That's
I
what a
think it's
palindrome is. It fits the description.
I think it's a palindrome
If it walks
too.
like a duck and quacks like a duck, what do you think?
Sirius is pointing because Derby's happening. There's a star or a pivot cover on the track at the jam line.
So Pennsylvania cannot get lead right now. Only Team Philippines can.
Star fell off. Did it fall off after the jam started?
After the jam started, Olive's going back to pick it up.
Which means Hawaii KO has a chance to get lead jammer as they have not taken that star
And
off.
Team Philippines has an extra moment to lock down the defense at the back. That's a 4-wall. That's a blocktopus.
A blocktopus?
A blocktopus.
Like
You got
it.
all 8 legs right there.
I am using
Put
that.
that in your toolbox and use it as much as you can.
Yes, I'm going to copyright Johnny
Rich
Pepper.
Mahogany gave it to me yesterday.
Nice.
Absolutely.
A
We passed the
blocktopus.
love around.
Love it. And that blocktopus did not last long. Olive was able to get through. Wait, so Olive is lead jammer?
Mm-hmm. You are correct.
Wait, if that star fell off at the beginning of the jam, you can still become lead jammer?
You got to go back and pick it up and pass everybody in the pack first before Hawaii KO did.
So it doesn't count as taking your helmet cover off?
Yeah, no.
Because it didn't come off to
It didn't come off to
you
yours.
didn't take it off.
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes
and
sense.
Hawaii KO is bringing a long drawback right now.
Yeah.
Trying to get a track cut. I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not.
Everybody's just kind of stopped with 26 seconds left in this jam. We have a standoff. A literal standoff. We have people in turn 4 and turn 1. Hawaii KO taking this minute to breathe. 13 seconds left. Are they going to let this go to the end of the jam?
They might.
We're just going to sit here, I think. We're just going to keep this
One
score
of these
22,
teams is going to
22.
regret this at the end.
I think so, too. It's an interesting.
But that's the way it's going to go down in the books.
This is an interesting 2024 strategy that I've seen happening in a lot of different games, a lot of this backwards derby, and people saying, you know what, I'm not going to let you take me back. I'm just going to stand here.
Absolutely. I
And-
anticipate another rule change next year, and
Yeah.
you won't be able to do
It's
that no
causing
more.
a lot of standoffs.
Yes, it is.
And a lot of derby that just kind of stops, which is interesting.
We got 22-22 with 12 left to go in the game.
A shout out to our friend Unravel Chaos, a member of Team Philippines, who is I just saw watching in the stands. She was gone today with her kids at band camp, so she's doing double duty as a mom and a skater today.
You know what they say about what happened one time at band camp?
Oh, no. My kids are both in band camp. We're not talking like that.
Jade wearing the Star 14 Pennsylvania, but kiss my Akuta, much in the light of birthday mom.
Happy birthday, Mom, with a lead jammer and maybe
Absolutely.
a lead change here for Team Philippines with 11 and a half minutes left.
One pair
in
of
this
hips,
first
and that's
half.
a lead change, and that's a forearm.
Oh, no.
That's horrible.
That's going to be a 2-minute jam. As Kismaya Escueda is going to wait in the penalty box, Team Pennsylvania is going to have an opportunity to score some points. MJ Slammer took that star pass and is now the jammer for Team Pennsylvania. When a pivot becomes a jammer and and then the other jammer goes to the box, that's a sad day for a pivot.
It is a sad day. But Team Philippines trying to lock that defense down and have a penalty kill.
MJ Slammer doing a great job trying to stay in the middle of the track as Pennsylvania keeps trying to push her to the outside. Either side, little bit of a tumble up at the front of the pack as Team Philippines is reforming around. Oh, MJ Slammer going to the box. So this is going to be a shenana jam as these jammers are switching places. And Kismaya Escueda is out of the penalty box and engaged in the pack.
Team Philippines has 2 blockers in the box, one of them standing with less than 10 seconds remaining in that penalty. But we only got 16 seconds left to go in this jam before it ends. And I believe this is going to be our first 2-minute jam because
there's
of
no
penalty.
Lead. There's
yes.
no lead. Yeah, we've had at least one 2-minute jam with a lead.
Yes.
But this is the unintentional
That was
one.
by choice. This is not.
That's an interesting new rule I learned, though. So if the star falls off your head, but it's not your intention, you can still get lead.
We found out just now. I was thinking I might see a running clock earlier today, but that's juniors.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was in a game that was not good for one team. Anyway, 26-25, 9.5 minutes left to go in this first frame.
This
Pennsylvania with a
low-scoring
1-point
game.
lead.
Have you seen any games score this low?
No.
20 minutes into the game?
No, this is a defensive gym. If you want to learn how to play defense, look to this game.
Yeah, this is going to be a game to watch for defense. But it doesn't feel slow. A lot of these defensive games have felt really slow. This one doesn't feel slow. It's just low scoring.
We've only had slow-moving parts a couple of times.
A huge hit on Boppin.
Did you see who that was? Somebody's leaving.
Yeah, that was from Team Pennsylvania.
And a jammer's leaving, so it's a power jam for Boppin.
Yep, and that was Lolly
exactly
with
what
that
Team
big
Philippines
hit.
needs. Uh-oh. That Happy Coffee penalty box has a jammer and 2 Pennsylvania blockers. Boppin gets through on a scoring pass and looking to get some more. That Happy Coffee penalty box is like Bethlehem. There is no room at the end.
There is no room at the end. Not for Team Pennsylvania blockers, at least.
Well,
it's empty.
2 get released, so there is room now.
Boppin coming through with another 4 points for Team Philippines.
Boppin with 8 points in the pocket, looking to add a little more.
MJ Slammer up and through.
And through. Super, super fast.
Fantastic job for MJ Slammer, who is not a regular pivot for Team Pennsylvania.
Boppin goes ahead and calls it off. Picking up 4 more points. That's an even dozen for Team Philippines on that jam.
12 points for Philippines. That's fantastic.
37-26.
7 minutes, 45 seconds left in this game. Nope, not a timeout being called.
11 points separating these 2 teams as we go into jam number 13.
I was trying to remember penalties, and I had to have Sirius go get me my penalty cheat sheet.
All you had to do was ask me. I got one in my bag.
Oh, you got one too?
You know I do.
He laminated it for me and gave it to me for Mother's Day.
Oh, cool. D-Rex, a front end lead for Team Pennsylvania. That's exactly what Team Penn needed.
Hawaii KO jamming for Team Philippines as D-Rex engages the pack on their first scoring pass. Okay, nobody's moving.
That's because they're pushing.
Right?
Team Pennsylvania has locked that defense down.
Hawaii KO getting called on a track cut penalty. Thought that she was free to go after that tumble down, but was not. So this will be a power jam for D-Rex and Team Pennsylvania, who are going to try and take this lead back from Team Philippines, who has started to stretch it out. But they're not going to make it easy. Look
Team
at this.
Philippines locking that defense down.
They really are. Beautiful, beautiful defense here. D-Rex trying to get some offensive help. One Pennsylvania blocker in the box. D-Rex is pulling Team Philippines to the front. Nice bridging being done with a duo at the front. D-Rex decides to call the jam after the penalty box gets empty.
Got to give the love to all these borderless teams coming into this tournament and making a statement, saying we are seen and we are here.
Absolutely. It's been a delight to watch all these borderless teams. Each one of them will have one more game tomorrow, and there is a chance right now that we might see 2 borderless teams in the championship game tomorrow night.
Crazy to think about that. Jam number 14 underway. We got Olive Havoc wearing the star for Team Pennsylvania. And Kiss My Ascuda.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom. Jamming 14 Philippines.
Olive Havoc will be lead jammer for Team Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania only needs 2 scoring passes to be right back on top. But Holla takes a derby kiss to the outside.
A derby kiss. Kismaya Escueda just fighting for their life. Oh, takes a hit to the outside from...
I didn't see the number.
That was at Dash Ketchum, headed to the penalty box for a... I'm looking at the pictures. Ooh, illegal contact.
Also known as a clockwise block.
This is the new rule set.
I got you. Yeah, mine's a little bit old.
Olive Havoc getting that pack sped up, has scored another 4 points with Kismaya Escueda right on her Escueda.
Both jammers in a race back to the pack. And Olive Havoc says that's enough and goes ahead and calls it off.
She was following pretty closely there. Team Pennsylvania putting a dent in that lead that Philippines has gotten.
This is a crazy game right now.
3-point game with 4 minutes left in the first half.
Oh my gosh.
I'm coming off such a crazy game, and now I'm announcing another one.
We're going to have to keep you around for tomorrow.
Ooh, if I get to announce the crazy games, you better put me on some good ones.
Absolutely.
Maybe we can announce together again.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
I totally want to have you on Derby Date Night. We're going to make it happen. Somehow
yes, we will.
We're going to remote you in from Texas.
Absolutely. Mama Pepper will let me come. Boppin'.
Oh, no.
Gets out front, but called for a track cut.
Jade.
Meanwhile, Jade on a power
box.
Jam.
No, Jade is headed to the penalty box.
Then we're going to have a...
Where's Boppin'?
You're right. Jade did go to the penalty box. Boppin' out there. Look at me, Willy Wonka that.
It happens. I do it all the time. We've seen so much Derby already.
Absolutely.
So Boppin' is still eligible for lead, but is going to have to get through this pack first.
And that Pennsylvania defense has other intentions.
They do not want to let Boppin' get that lead.
They are not.
When Jade comes out of the box, Jade will not be eligible for lead. Did Jade have lead, or did they just go to the box?
I thought Jade had got out.
I'm not sure.
And was called for lead, but then called for the track cut.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, there's pivot cover on the track.
That only means something if the star gets past you.
Or you don't want anybody's skates going near it either. Everybody has to be careful.
Yes, we do want to be safe.
Yes. Jade coming around on a scoring pass. The star was passed to Champagne from Team Philippines, so this game will go the full 2 minutes.
And how many 2-minute jams is that now?
Is that a pencil?
At least 3 or 4.
There was a pencil on the track. The skaters were also doing like cleanup on the track while they're playing the game.
That's crazy.
Are you looking for a pencil?
I was looking for my pen. Oh.
I stole your pen. I'm left-handed. I steal anything that you put on your left.
I got this pen new today from my new favorite senator.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I keep leaving my pens and pencils on all the tables today.
I told him I was jealous because Mo Cheesemo got one and I didn't.
I haven't gotten one yet.
And I have a representative pen from Kent. So, yeah. And now it's senator.
It's senator.
Absolutely. And there's only 2 from every state.
Is
Kent the
currently,
politician
is
is
currently a senator?
a senator from the great state of Ohio.
So I announced with a senator from Ohio.
Ohio.
Ohio. What is that?
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly Auto
But we're
Parts.
not going to say them because they ain't wrote us a check yet.
So we say Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio.
S1 helmets.
Jade wearing the Starboard Team Pennsylvania going up against Hawaii KO. Once we start this next jam, which will be jam number 16, this stoppage and play brought to you by our good friends over at 187 Killer Pads.
We only have 1 minute and 13 seconds left in this first half, and we have a 1-point game. The house announcers are getting stressed too.
I'm definitely going to have to take my lisinopril tonight.
I'm going to fall asleep so fast. But tomorrow, because every single team is going to be competing for a ranking tomorrow, every single game, I think, is going to be so exciting. And you definitely want to tune in to watch these games and watch these teams play for that final ranking.
It's Championship Sunday for Skate Wars 2024 here in beautiful Lansing, Michigan, the capital of the state.
It is absolutely beautiful here.
Absolutely. Have you been out and walked the river yet?
Yeah. No, not the river.
You can go walk the river right outside the venue. It's really, really nice.
I will definitely
go
try
out
to
of
do
the
that.
parking garage towards the river and walk down it. It's beautiful.
Nice. What are you pointing at? Oh, we are rooting for my husband is pointing out the bench coach for Team Pennsylvania, who's doing some very nice dance moves out there while we wait for this timeout to conclude.
Who is that third base coach? Do you have it listed?
I didn't. The coaches are Red Rum and Uller, so I'm guessing it's Red Rum or Uller.
Or
Uller?
I don't know. We'll have to find out maybe at halftime.
And then we can award him an award
Absolutely.
for good dance moves.
I got a sticker in my bag.
Jade jamming for Pennsylvania, Hawaii KO for Philippines.
You should know that by now. We told you 3 times.
Did we really? Because we were waiting for that.
Yes, we were waiting for the
finish?
timeout.
Well, did we tell you that Hawaii KO is going to be the lead jammer?
No, we didn't, but we can tell you now Hawaii KO is lead jammer.
Jade out of the box, holding the star. The crowd is getting loud behind us as Hawaii KO makes it through the pack on a scoring pass to take the lead for Team Philippines.
That was just a star stash for Jade.
It was?
Absolutely. But Team Philippines was playing defense to the pivot, and that's what gave them an opportunity to get through.
Hawaii KO calling the jam off with 27 seconds left in this first half. If a timeout is not called, we're going to go into halftime.
I don't anticipate either team calling a timeout, but we'll see.
They might be just ready to go into halftime.
Absolutely.
Philippines with a 6-point lead right now.
I can't believe how fast and furious the pace of this game has been.
It's so much fun.
And we had 2 long drawbacks where it looked like we weren't doing anything. But that is going to take us to halftime, 48-42. I am Johnny Pepper.
And I'm Aria Kidding Me.
And we'll see you in about 9 minutes. All right. We got about 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in this second half of what promises to be an exciting game. As it stands right now, Philippines 48, Pennsylvania 42. We're going to real quick read some watchers because this game started before we almost got to the table. Who do we got skating for Team Pennsylvania?
Team Pennsylvania, we got 0-0 D-Rex, 1-0-0 Antidote, 105 Misery Machine, 1-3 Bessie, 1-4 Jade, 1760 Biohazard, 2 Stark Raven, 25 Allie McKill, 282 Dash Ketchum, 352 Olive Havoc, 36 Meanie, 387 Razzle Dazzle Basil, 420 Madhouse Mexi, 53 Classy Chassis, Riptide, Lollyrot, Grit and Barrett, Phoenix, MJ Slamher, and Russian Bayou. I stopped saying numbers because we're running low on time. Who do we got for Team Philippines?
For Team Philippines, we got Buhisen, Kristonite, Aluyan, Pan Diesel, Pinoy Nor, Manuel, Beaten Boppin', Crank Dad, Celeste Steele, Mad for Gravy, Champagne, Chicken Demolish, Quitting, Boppin', Kiss My Akuda, Happy Birthday Mom, Unraveled Chaos, Hawaii KO, Hello Sailor, and Brandy Savage.
And you are joining us for the second half of this semifinal game. The winner of this game will go to champs to play either Black Diaspora or Michigan, who are battling it out behind us right now.
In Championship Sunday tomorrow.
Tomorrow we get to see all these teams that came to Skate Wars this weekend play each other one more time.
What's the score over there on the track?
What is the
I'll
score?
send our crack producer over there to find out.
128-83. Black Diaspora is currently winning that game behind us.
So it's anybody's game still.
It is anybody's game still.
Absolutely.
Now, these teams, they each won 3 games to get here. Pennsylvania was victorious over Alabama All-Stars, my team Indiana, and Jewish Roller Derby to get here. Philippines was victorious over Team Ontario, Team Florida, and Team California.
Thank you for all that awesome information.
You're welcome. I wrote it down.
I know. I took a picture so I could say it from the picture, but my phone's about to die, so I probably don't have it.
So the winner of this game will go to the championship game. The loser of this game will go to the third place game to play the loser of the Team Black Diaspora Michigan game that's happening behind us.
D-Rex wearing the star for Pennsylvania. Kiss My Akuda. Happy birthday, Mom. Wearing the star for the Philippines.
And getting lead jammer.
That's that happy birthday, Mom karma.
I guess when it's your mom's birthday, you can get lead jammer
Absolutely.
a little bit more.
You do great things.
Kismaya Skuda with a little
nice
shake to throw off the Pennsylvania blockers and grab 4 points for Team Philippines.
D-Rex is going to have to get through.
Absolutely, but gets a hit to the outside.
That's from Mad for Gravy.
It's always Gravy. Every
It's
time I
always
looked down
Gravy.
to see who it was Gravy.
If you gave a check mark every time Gravy did something good, it would look like
filling
a
my
picket fence.
Fill my paper up. D-Rex with a little jammer on jammer action hitting Kismaya Esqueda as D-Rex comes around. And Kismaya Esqueda says, I'm not going to get up. I'm going to call the jam.
Just call the jam.
Oh.
That's smart derby right there.
Yes, it is.
Mom, you did a good job. Happy birthday.
Philippines.
8 points
You're making
awarded.
me laugh harder every time you say it.
56 to 42.
Olive Havoc on the line for Team Pennsylvania and Boppin for Team Philippines. You know, Boppin is not one of those derby names that you're like, oh, that's so clever, but it is the most fun derby name to say. I love it.
I don't know.
Boppin.
There was a skater last week at Monsoon Bandits that was, let me scooch by you there.
Oh, my God.
It was really cool.
Is their nickname Ope?
Olive Havoc wearing the star for Pennsylvania going up against Boppin.
I like that one.
Yeah, Boppin is fun to say.
Pennsylvania also has a Razzle Dazzle Basil, and I really like to say that one, too.
Have you ever called Jamalama Ding Dong?
No, that's
There is a skater
name
named called Jamalama Ding Dong.
I love
But
it.
Olive Havoc is your lead jammer for Team Pennsylvania at the moment. Exactly what
Boppin
Pennsylvania
has passed
needs.
the star to Champagne, who will now be the jammer for Team Philippines.
Champagne's being a super pivot today, taking that
Right?
star in several occasions.
The game I called for Champagne earlier today, Champagne was I think Champagne usually has that pivot on.
That's a good deal.
Where did Olive go? Is Olive in the box?
To the happy coffee penalty box. It's a
no.
power jam for Team Philippines.
Yes, it is. And this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes as Champaign tries to pull that pack apart. Nice bridging for Team Pennsylvania. Oh, Champaign almost out.
A lot of big hits being laid down there. Who was that? That's
All of Havoc back in the pack. Champaign also in the pack.
pack swallows up both the jammers. Champaign takes the derby kiss to the inside, recycles.
All of Havoc
But
finding
a very quick recycle.
Very quick. And All of Havoc stuck behind a Philippines tripod, doing some really nice rotating of that tripod, pushing All of Havoc to the inside, forcing that recycle.
That's Hello Sailor.
Hello, Sailor.
A Lunyan, and a player to be named later. I can't see the number. It's in red.
Oh, 87?
Yes, that's what it was. 847. That was Hello Sailor.
Oh, that was Hello Sailor. Team Philippines outscoring Pennsylvania in that jam 8-3. Hawaii KO on the line for Team Philippines.
64-45 with 26 minutes left to go in this contest. Pennsylvania's going to have to start getting lead and go chipping away at that Philippine lead.
You want some salsa for those chips?
Absolutely. Jade wearing the star for Team Pennsylvania going up against Hawaii KO.
Hawaii KO taking a hit to the inside and getting pulled all the way back to turn 4 by Team Pennsylvania. Jade going to the penalty box for Team Pennsylvania.
Power jam Philippines.
This is the second power jam in a row. Hawaii KO trying to pull that pack apart at the front, has got a duo of Pennsylvania blockers to contend with. Dash Ketchum and Lollyrot.
Lollyrot.
Holding Hawaii KO as long as they can, but Hawaii KO is out to become lead jammer.
One minute elapsed in this jam so far.
Jade is... Where's Jade?
Out of the box and in the fray.
Well, there we go. Jade is through on their initial. Hawaii KO, who is lead, decides to call the jam after scoring 3 points for Team Philippines.
Team Philippines have been doing good things all weekend. Track awareness, defensive, offensive. I'm just really, really impressed with this team coming in here.
Well,
that really doesn't get much practice time together.
No, they don't. Not especially as a borderless team. And 2 of their games were super close earlier this week. They beat Florida by only 4 points. Florida was ranked number 2 in the tournament, and they beat Ontario by only 9 points.
You were talking about that Cinderella tag.
Right.
But that really is appropriate for Team Philippines at this moment.
Philippines does have a Cinderella story. They were a bracket buster and are now here in the semifinal. We're going to take a quick break for an injury.
While the medics are attending to that down skater, I want to say thanks to all the medics here this weekend. We got Jolt, Trauma Queen, Flame, Beta Blocker, Mangler, Dom Sawyer, Stitch, Shauna, Chaos, Wolf, Stone, Crash, Jugs Bunny, Class Warfare, Shuck, Witch Slap, and the Mind Killer. That's the medics that are on this tournament all weekend. I want to thank so much. We'd rather you just watch roller derby, but when we need you, we're glad you're there.
We are
also,
so
we
glad.
want to give some love to the referees. If you'll do one, I'll do the other.
Absolutely. Our refs, now these are our skating officials. We've also got NSOs that we would like to thank as well if we have time. But our skating officials today include Daddy Pants, Hemlocked, Tim the Ref, Geo Knitter, Zed, Catastro Steve, Cutter, Lemon Stinger, Pika, Havoc, Gorshot. How do you say that?
Gorsuch.
Gorsuch. I knew I said it wrong.
That's okay.
Fury, Calamitous Intent, Tough, Not Be Karen, Swiss Mischief, Sweet K, Oz, Sam Antic.
Also, Lethal Lens, Peter Colas, Guinness, Power Trip, Hinchman, Ada, Technical Difficulty, Sydney Vicious, Prince Albert, Doc Lawless, my favorite referee, Axel Rose, Bona and Coffee, Manny Shevitz, The Great Cornholio, Bio, Harley Sin, PH Demon, Nomad, Bussa, and Frank the Tank. You want to do some NSOs too?
Sure,
we
let's
got
do
plenty
some
of time.
NSOs.
Mad of the Bone, Hemlock, Princess Leia, Jones, Succubus, Little Pistol, Jax, Quick, Glitter, Mothman, Aaron Burr, Anna Needs, Sadie Masochist, Era Snark, Al, Funk You Up, Mama Vader, Higgs Bosom, and Arcadia Major.
We've also got Whoopsie Daisy, Mother of Pearl, Jugs Bunny, Jane, Babs, Bookie, Beef, Neva, Recycler, Evasive Species, Nutter Your Business, Scrappy Goblin, Alley Kate Contusions, Cleo Smackia Jones, Sage of Destruction, Madame Morningstar, and Element of Destruction.
We also have Hammer, Mr. Paraclete, Slim Fast, Motor City Kitty, Jacks Her Up, Stabby, Nomi, Bob and Weave, Meet You in the Middle, Paraclete, Nixer, Big Tails, Oh No You Didn't, Mimi First, Goody Two Brews, Barry Mean, and Jennifer Russell.
I really like the phrasing you put on "Oh no, you didn't."
Oh no, you didn't. That is our referees and our non-skating officials, and we got them all in that injury timeout. We
I think
our
that's an
medics.
accomplishment.
We ought to thank our photographers. I want to thank all the volunteers that had
Yes.
anything to do with this. Thank you so much.
There are even people I know that are not on these lists that have put on stripes or put on the NSO polo or put on the volunteer hat and have just jumped in to help where needed, and we appreciate them so much, and we cannot thank you enough.
We as announcers this weekend have been in a depleted pack.
Yes, we have.
And we're jumping in anywhere we need it, and
Yes.
thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much for that.
You know, I have done a few games today.
As
Pepper's
have I.
ready to go home and take a nap.
Before today, I had never done a house game, and now I've done 5.
Well, you're a regular house call now.
But I don't get to have as much fun being sassy with you during things like timeouts. And saying happy birthday, Mom.
Happy
every
birthday,
time.
Mom.
Every time Kiss My Ass Cuda is on
We
the
can say
track.
happy birthday, Mom. We don't have to wait for Kiss to come up.
But we do have 4 announcers going during every single one of these games.
Clock at 24:02. Jam 4 in the books. We're going into Jam 5. That timeout took 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
Whoa, you're good at math.
I know.
D-Rex jamming for Pennsylvania and bopping for Team Philippines.
D-Rex pushing at that wall of white in the front of the pack. That is Crank That.
2 blockers from Philippines. D-Rex tried
That's
to get
a track.
through.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I guess
No earned pass.
that's just called a no pass, no penalty from that
It's called no
official.
earned pass now.
No
It's a
earned
new
pass?
thing, yeah.
Wait, they changed it?
They changed it.
I have to learn new things?
Absolutely.
Oy. D-Rex getting through for
4 points to Team Pennsylvania on that. Amazing.
What's it? No earned pass?
You don't get lead jammer status, but instead of calling it no pass, no penalty, it's called a no earned pass.
All right, I'm going to write that one down.
Because you didn't earn it, but you did pass. I'll let you use my pencil
Thank you.
if you promise not to keep it.
Thank you. While I'm learning these new things, D-Rex has been scoring some points. Boppin trying to get out of the pass on her initial is up at the front of the pack and is let go. D-Rex engaged in the pack on a 3rd scoring pass.
Team Pennsylvania doing an awesome job on bridging on that last pass. Meanwhile, Boppin does get through and is on a scoring pass. Pennsylvania with 12 in the pocket, looking to get a little more.
D-Rex stuck in, is that a blocktopus?
Yes, it
With
is.
all 4 blockers focused
All
on
4
blocking.
blockers on a jammer is a blocktopus.
D-Rex getting hit to the inside and forced to the back with 14 seconds left in this jam. Boppin stuck at the front of the track. in a tripod of Pennsylvania blockers as well. 4 seconds left in this jam. I think we are at a standstill.
These defensive lockdown, and that is a 2-minute jam.
This is a very low-scoring game. I feel like most of these games have gone to 100 at least by now, and this game is
usually
not going
100
there.
by halftime.
Right?
And I've seen some teams put up 300 points.
I think there was one game that went to 400.
Yes.
Oh, actually, it was the Team Pennsylvania's first game where they scored 424 points. You're giving me a pencil so I stop stealing yours?
I am.
Look, when you sit next to somebody who's left-handed, you risk losing all of your
I
things.
understand that. You and Ned Flanders got that going on. Jade wearing the star for Pennsylvania. Hawaii KO. Jammer record 14 Philippines.
I am nothing like Ned Flanders.
You both shop at the left-handed store.
That we
And
do.
you know what they say about left-handers?
We're the only ones who
They're
think in our right minds.
Very, very smart.
Jade is lead jammer for Team Pennsylvania. Hawaii KO headed to the penalty box. So this will be a power jam for Jade and Team Pennsylvania, who really
Exactly what they needed.
They wanted this so much because they are trying to chip into this lead, and I'm going to have to get some guacamole. That was funny. I'm laughing at my own jokes
One
now.
more pass, and they're 1 point behind.
We know it's getting late when I'm laughing at my own jokes.
Yes.
Hawaii KO
But
standing in the
guacamole
penalty
is
box.
very, very good.
Guacamole is
And good for you.
Now, but for this chipping into the lead, we're doing guacamole. We can do sour cream or salsa later, depending upon how good of a chip it is.
I just want guacamole.
Guacamole does sound kind of good, doesn't
Absolutely.
it?
4
Jade.
more points to Jade.
We have a 1-point game right now. Jade approaching the pack again. Hawaii KO still on their initial. Jade is through for 4 points. We have a lead change.
Woohoo!
This-
Everybody hydrate.
Yep.
Jade coming up on the pack one more time, and that pack is spread out as far as it can get.
We literally just synchronized our hydration. That was beautiful.
Yes, it was. And that jam gets called off, but not before 12 points. 16 points are awarded to Team Philippines, taking a 7-point lead over Team Pennsylvania takes a 7-point lead over Team Philippines.
This is
It's
a
the battle of the peas.
twister. Pennsylvania and Philippines. They're going to do tongue twisters for the rest of the night.
The great state of Pennsylvania on top by 7 at the moment with 19 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the contest.
Dash Ketchum jamming for Team Pennsylvania and Kismayas Huda jamming for Team Philippines. Dash Ketchum grabbing lead jammer. Kismayas Queta is behind by about half a track as this pack is speeding up. Dash Ketchum calling the jam after grabbing a couple points for Team Pennsylvania. Looks like they got 3 points. Dash Ketchum celebrating as they go back to their bench with their team.
10-point lead at the moment.
Points between these two teams with 18.5 minutes left in this game. Boppin on the line for Team Philippines. D-Rex on the line for Team Pennsylvania.
So since they don't have nothing chat, people are blowing up my phone telling me how funny we are.
Tell them thank you.
D-Rex out front and lead, exactly what Team Pennsylvania needs. Boppin wearing the star for Team Philippines.
About half a track behind as D-Rex comes in on a first scoring pass. Boppin catching up to the pack here. D-Rex sees Boppin coming and calls that jam. I don't think Boppin was able to steal any points there.
We're going to have a team timeout called by Team Philippines.
Oh, Philippines was able to steal 2 points there.
And this stoppage of the clock is brought to you by our good friends over at 187 Killer Pads. Also, our good friends at 888 New York City. Small heads don't belong in big helmets. Get you a 888 for a perfect fit every time. Also want to give some love to all the people watching in the Twitch right now. Just know that this announcer team loves each and every one of y'all.
Yes. Typically, I love interacting with the chat and all the things that you say, and I know that you are all saying some hilarious things at home, and we hope you're enjoying your guacamole that we don't have.
And watching this terrific derby. And if you could help us manifest a overtime jam, we'd appreciate all your support.
Johnny Pepper is really hoping for one overtime jam. What is this crowd? What is this crowd shouting? What are they shouting? This is the Philippines cheer.
Yay.
we don't know the Philippines cheer.
This timeout is brought to you by the Team Philippines cheer.
That was beautiful.
Absolutely. We need a Pennsylvania cheer now.
Look at this crowd, though. There are so many. This is the last game of the night.
People know where to be.
They do. I mean, this is a very close game. We've had many lead changes, and look how excited this crowd is to see this borderless team potentially going for the first time ever to champs at, well, this is the first time ever we've had Skate Wars too, so whoever goes to champs, it's the first time ever, but it's really exciting to have these borderless teams be doing so well in this tournament, and we're so excited to have them here.
Both of these two teams very, very satisfied to make the Final Four. Mad for Gravy going to the Happy Coffee penalty box.
Jade trying to pull that pack out to the front, finds some space and grabs lead jammer for Team Pennsylvania. Hawaii KO jamming for Team Philippines. As Jade comes into the pack on a scoring pass, that star does get past to Champagne, who will now be the jammer for Team Philippines. Jade grabbing 4 points and calling that jam off quickly with 16 and a half minutes left in this half. No, this game. Not just this
game.
Half. Oh, my goodness.
14 points separating these two teams with 16:38 left to go.
Announcing with you or this game, one of those is making it go real fast. I think it's a little bit of both.
I want to give some love to Hit Squad TV. If you want to get a highlight reel of your favorite skater, you better do so quick because Lloyd's going to be doing something else really soon.
Yeah, this
but
is kind
Hit
of one
Squad
of your last
TV,
chances.
the best videographer in the whole wide world. In Squad we trust.
Dash Ketchum jamming again for Team Pennsylvania. You know, if it works once, let's do it again and grab lead jammer again.
Kiss my Akuda. Wearing the star for Team Philippines. Happy birthday, Mom.
Stuck in that tripod. It's a triangle of doom from Team Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they are super, super locked down.
So strong.
And pushing all the way out.
Kismaya Esqueda, I think, might be headed to the penalty box for a forearm. Maybe they're doing I think that was a warning.
Maybe so.
That was a warning. I think Kismaya Esqueda had her hand in and was trying to not get that forearm down on the ground. And I saw the ref signal to her saying forearm, but she didn't get called on a penalty. So maybe it was just a warning.
Absolutely. 4 points to Team Pennsylvania, bringing their total up to 90 to 72.
Okay, do that math.
15 and a half.
No. Isn't that
82
18?
is 10, and 8 is 90, so that'd be 18. I did it slow so you could follow along at home. How about that, Dis?
I'm really gullible. You can't do that kind of stuff to me.
Discussions is the one telling us how funny we are. Thank you so much, brother.
D-Rex is lead jammer for Pennsylvania.
Champagne wearing the star for Team Philippines. No, that's not. That's Boppin wearing the star for Team Philippines.
Well, it says Champagne, but
I
that's
know,
not
but
right.
you know,
That's
you
Boppin.
can't trust the scoreboard
You
for
cannot.
everything.
You got to actually use your eyes and
The
look.
only thing you can really believe in is that the numbers that are up there.
No, you can't. I can't. Well, I can't trust what you're saying. So I guess if I can't trust the scoreboard and I can't trust what you're saying, I'm never going to know what the score is.
You know. We were on a call earlier where the scoreboard went down and we had to do a whiteboard. Were you there?
Oh, no, I saw it happen, though.
Oh, my gosh. We were calling that, and that was amazing
That
to see a
must have been
whiteboard happen.
That must have been so hard
It
to
took
call
about
that.
It took about 10 minutes for them to get that whiteboard out. I don't know where it was. Somebody had it in their car.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You know what? That is a smart official. Just in case, I'm going to bring a whiteboard. Because
Absolutely.
we know if everything
And
goes
it happened.
wrong,
And it happened.
we can go to that.
It was wild. Jade wearing the star for Team Pennsylvania going against Hawaii KO for Team Philippines.
Hawaii KO has been jamming so much. They must be tired. I mean, I feel like Hawaii KO, Kismaya Escueda, they have been out so often as jammers for Team Philippines.
Team Pennsylvania locking that defense down at the front.
Oh, nice juking by Hawaii
Absolutely.
KO with a spin at turn 1 to grab lead jammer for Team Philippines. That star was passed on Team Pennsylvania to Lollyrot, who will now be jammer. Beautiful move again from Hawaii KO to get through for 4 points for Team Philippines. Lollyrot through for 4 points of their own. Hawaii KO communicating with the bench to try and figure out what to do with this next jam. Comes through and calls the jam as they get hit out to the outside of the pack. Wow. That score has not changed.
That score hasn't changed.
It should be bigger for Philippines, right?
6 points to Philippines, 4 points to Pennsylvania.
I feel like that's low.
97-78 with 12 minutes and 22 seconds left to go.
78 plus 10, 88, 19.
19. See?
There we go.
That's how you do it.
It always takes me a second.
Absolutely.
And I didn't even have to use my fingers to count with my fingers.
Shout out to my friend Bobby Narco that taught me how to do math on the fly. And a shout out to Baby Narco, who's due any day now.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
My dad was a math teacher. He would be so disappointed in me.
Woo! Kismaya Kuda puts herself out front. Happy birthday, Mom.
Allie McKill has taken the star for Team Pennsylvania.
Allie McKill's been playing some awesome defense all day long and taking a break from that to be jammer. That's going to force a call off.
Yep. That was fast.
Yes, it was. Still 11 minutes and a half to go in this contest.
Philippines grab some points. 81-97.
Yes.
Whoa. 11 and a half minutes.
Oh, my.
I'm getting nervous.
We need to take a breath and hydrate.
Oh, hydrate. Y'all, you should have a camera on us because we are literally synchronizing our hydration.
Yes, we are.
And I think it's darn adorable.
Our hearts are probably beating too fast, too, right now.
We're getting silly. Boppin on the line for Philippines and D-Rex for Pennsylvania.
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness.
Jam 14 underway, and D-Rex grabs lead jammer status. Rolling across that pivot line as lead. That's how you know how quick it was.
Right? When you're getting lead at the pivot line,
yes.
You know it was a quick one. Boppin is down to 1. Team Pennsylvania blocker getting some offensive help to get out of the pack on her initial.
That was Quitting with that help. Thank you, Quitting.
That was great. D-Rex getting some help from offense as well. But Boppin sailing through for 4 points, even though Boppin wasn't lead.
You don't always win jams by being the lead jammer.
That's true. That's true. Philippines outscoring Pennsylvania in that jam 4-2.
4-2.
Pennsylvania at 99.
Absolutely.
85.
1 point away from filling their whole bucket first.
You call getting 100 a whole bucket?
Yep. 100 points fit in a bucket. Everybody knows that.
Why 100?
I hate saying century.
You don't like century?
No.
Why?
Just don't. Everybody uses it.
Yeah, they do.
I think it's overused.
Century mark.
So I started saying bucket, and I'm trying to make it catch on, but only me uses it.
Well, what happens if you get lower than 100? If you get to 100 and then you start losing points, you have a hole in your bucket.
You got leftovers. Kismaya Kuda. Happy birthday, Mom, out front and lead. Jade wearing the star for Team Pennsylvania.
Jade is being real jukey, trying to find some space. Oh, hard hits.
That Philippine defense is locked down right now at the front.
They are locked down.
Jade with that super secret star stash is getting just bowled over. And now we see a block-to-puss in the front of the pack as Jade finds her pivot and gives the star off. Phoenix, now the jammer record for Team Pennsylvania.
Phoenix is through, and Kisma Esqueda calls that jam. Continuing to chip into that lead, getting us closer to the guacamole. We're going to get all the guacamole.
Yes, we are.
10 points between these two teams with 8.5 minutes left. We still have heartbeats, I think. We still have breath in our lungs, but it's getting harder to breathe in here.
I think one of our teams already punched their ticket. Is that game over with in the back?
Do we have a championship player? That one is over. Black Diaspora will be in the championship game against the winner of this game.
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness. Hawaii KO jamming for Team Philippines. Dash Ketchum for Team Pennsylvania.
Limit.
Dash Ketchum is lead for Team Pennsylvania.
Wow. Mad for Gravy just got shoved to the infield.
Right?
Recycled around. Mad for Gravy, now your jammer record for Team Philippines.
Wow. Dash Ketchum through for 4 points for Team Pennsylvania, bringing them over in the bucket, over the bucket, through the bucket.
They got a bucket and some left over.
Something with a bucket. Dash Ketchum in the pack again on a second scoring pass.
Hawaii KO playing some defense.
Yeah.
So much so getting sent to the Happy Coffee penalty box.
Gravy just trying to push through this pack, but Dash Ketchum calls the jam. And we are going to go into another. Nope, we're going to have a timeout. We're going to have a timeout.
Pennsylvania picks up 8 points on that last jam, bringing their total up to 107-89. With 7 minutes left to go, the clock stopped right now. This stoppage in play brought to you by 187 Killer Pads and 888 New York City.
And we are on track 2, and track 2 streaming is sponsored by Rydell.
Absolutely. Give Rydell some love.
Yeah.
Do you have something written down?
No, I don't have anything written down. I just have that it is sponsored by
Well,
Rydell.
let's talk about all the good things that Rydell has. Go to Rydell.com and check it out.
Yes, and just so you know, that game that ended between Black Diaspora and Michigan was 195-100. So
Wow.
Michigan will be going to the fourth place game to play the loser of this game, and Black Diaspora will be going to the championship game to play the winner of this game. And we have got a large crowd here
I
for
sure
the
hope that
Philippines.
camera is panning around and catching this awesome, awesome crowd.
This place is filled with people chanting and cheering for Team Philippines. I think Black Diaspora really wants a second borderless team in the championship.
I believe they might.
Because they are cheering
But
for.
Pennsylvania has other plans at the moment.
They do. Currently in the lead.
And we still got 7 minutes before we find out.
We have 7 minutes?
Yes.
The way this crowd is acting, it feels like it's about to be the last jam.
Absolutely.
This is so exciting.
.187 Killer Pads, A-Bomb and Clown making the whole crowd talk about 187 Killer Pads
They've got
at
people
this
chanting
clock
along.
stoppage.
If we had the chat going, we could get them chanting guacamole.
Yes, we probably could.
Or maybe we could actually talk about one of our sponsors, which
We
you've been doing
could.
a great job talking about all our sponsors tonight.
Go to Rydell.com for more information.
They do make great skates. I know that.
They sure do.
They sure do.
And been making them for a long, long time.
I've had a few pairs.
I've had a couple of couple pairs of Rydell skates myself.
Absolutely. I'm not sure what
There's
this
Arrakis with that new victorious Team Texas right there.
Arrakis, who we just saw in
And
this
Lemon was
Texas
standing
and New
right
York
there, and
game,
Lemon
doing
was
an amazing job.
Ah.
Oh, Oh, this crowd. I wish that you all could be here and see how excited this crowd
Yes,
is.
this is pretty cool.
And I just love seeing the Derby community cheer each other on. All of these skaters this is the last game of the night, so this is the only game to watch right now. And we have got a crowd that is so excited about this game.
Everybody's excited about this game.
I hope you all are just as excited as we are at home. And if you were in the chat, I know you'd be shouting and screaming for your favorite skaters, your favorite players, or even your new skaters who you've never seen before, and now you're a fan of somebody brand new. This has been such a great weekend to see all of these skaters show off their amazing skills.
Well, it's 8:43 back home. Harley Grace, it's your bedtime. Pawpaw Pepper says, be good and go to your crib.
What's her name?
Harley Grace.
Harley Grace. That is a beautiful name.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? It's 9:43 here, and my kids are at the Airbnb playing video games or something,
Eating
and we haven't
popcorn.
called them in like 3 hours. Maybe someday I'll be a grandma and be telling my grandkids to go to sleep, but for now, I'm just kind of ignoring my teenagers. I'm sure they're having a delightful time in the Airbnb.
I bet they are.
You know, they have tickets for this. They could be seeing this history being made here at Skate Wars, and instead they're cocooned in the Airbnb. That's teenagers for you.
Absolutely. They got their devices. They're happy.
Oh,
They're probably watching on the stream on one of them.
No, there have been times where Sirius and I have been streaming, and our kids will check in just to see how long it is until we come home.
My parents bowled, and we knew that they got home after bowling at 8:30, so we had until 8:15 to do whatever we wanted.
Yeah, they definitely pay attention, those kids. For sure. Okay, is this another timeout? Is this an official review? Oh, look, we've got all the refs letting us know that this is a timeout. We've got some skaters joining in.
Teamwork makes the dream
D-Rex wasn't
work.
sure what symbol to do, and it's just doing lots of symbols.
Harley's already asleep.
Oh, what a good...
They are watching, and she's already asleep.
What a good grandchild.
Absolutely. Harley Grace, sweet dreams. Gumball Pepper will be home just as quick as I can.
OMG and LOL, you're not watching, so there's nothing for me to say to you.
Love you, Cindy.
I do love them, though. I love to make fun of them, but I definitely love OMG and LOL, who sometimes even get on the cameras for Derby Date Night when we're doing our live streaming, and so they really are a good help to us, and we do appreciate them. I hope you'll meet them. They'll be here tomorrow because we get kicked out of the Airbnb at 11, so they'll have to be here tomorrow.
They'll have to be here tomorrow. They'll be in tow. 5 seconds until we get to jam number 17.
Boppin', jamming for Team Philippines. Oh, we're going back. D-Rex for Pennsylvania. We're going back to turn 4. Woo! D-Rex
just need a little momentum is all.
Yep.
Boppin' wearing the star for Team Philippines.
I've been watching D-Rex all weekend, and when D-Rex gets momentum, she's impossible to stop.
Now, I remember watching Team Pennsylvania from last year's
Was D-Rex there too?
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm familiar with a couple of these skaters.
Boppin' trying to push this pack forward, is down to one blocker and is through on their initial. D-Rex playing some defense to hold Boppin' down, but now both of these jammers are going to be racing around the track.
4 points up for D-Rex. And 4 whistles rain down and bring that jam to a close.
No more points for D-Rex, though, who thought she might have gotten a point at the end of that jam there. Brings Pennsylvania to 111.
Champagne's going to wear the star to start the next jam. Going up against Jade, which will be jam number 18. Clock ticking down, 5:43. We're going to have an official timeout.
All right.
Brought to you by our good friends at 187 Killer Pads. Go ahead.
With 5 minutes left in this game, what do you think are going to be the strategies for each of these teams? What would you be doing if you were Team Philippines or Team Pennsylvania?
I'm glad I'm not coaching. I'm glad I'm on this mic.
You're like, I don't know. I'm just watching
and
enjoying.
I would hope that the other team didn't score more points than what I had.
Yeah, I mean, I think
That's what I'd be hoping.
I think at this point, both teams have had the strategy of a pretty traditional strategy of get the points, and then as soon as that person gets out on their initial, call the jam. And so I think they're just going to continue to do that. Both of them just kind of, again, chipping. Nobody's running it long. They're not going to do that with this clock running down. I don't think anybody wants to run it out with this game being so close either.
I wonder if that's Bobbin's mom. He had a bobbin shirt on.
Oh, a bobbin shirt on. You love calling out family members.
I pay attention.
All you family members who are watching right now, we hope that we have called out your skater and that you are loving watching them. We are just as proud of them as you are. They've done such a great job this weekend.
Absolutely. And I want to say hi to all my friends in Pennsylvania. I got a lot of them.
You do?
I do.
I got some family in Pennsylvania, too.
I've been going up to Pennsylvania to call a lot of MRDA stuff.
Nice.
And I got some friends up there.
I even have friends in Texas. I can't believe it, but I do. And I got a new friend in Texas.
Absolutely. You'll have to come down to Clover Cup next year.
I would love that. Boppin for Team Philippines and Jade for Team Pennsylvania.
Tree and Gravy playing some awesome defense.
Jade for Team Pennsylvania grabbing lead jammer as the clock ticks down to 5 minutes left. Boppin trying to push that pack forward.
Both of these teams doing awesome things to get here and doing awesome things to make it to the championship game.
Jade getting slowed down and pulled to the back by Gravy.
Long recycle by Gravy.
That was a long one, yep. Boppin is out on their initial. Jade sees Boppin coming and calls that jam. How many points did Team Pennsylvania grab there?
3 points. Clock ticking down, 4:25 to go in this contest.
We have not had very many high-scoring jams in this game. I think the highest we've seen maybe is 12.
25 points separating these two teams.
25. So, and I think the highest we've seen is like a 12-point jam.
Absolutely.
So two good jams from Philippines could do it. These jammers
The
are going to want
clock
to be
is not Team Philippines' friend right now.
No, it is not. And another lead jam to Team Pennsylvania and Dash Ketchum. Sorry, Champagne. Is Champagne?
Champagne's the jammer record for Team Philippines.
Oh.
Dash Ketchum wearing the star for Team Pennsylvania.
I'm just so used to Champagne being a pivot. So Champagne taking that jammer star and getting out for Team Philippines as Dash Ketchum is in on their scoring pass and calls the jam.
Wow.
With 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Team Philippines is doing a great job of keeping the scoring low from Team Pennsylvania. They really want to get this lead jammer, but because they haven't gotten it, they've done a great job of getting that offense to get out.
I want to say what awesome skaters on both teams.
Oh my gosh.
As we click down under 3 minutes left to play. This team timeout brought to you by 187 Killer Pads and 888 New York City.
D-Rex is going to be jamming on the line.
A-Bomb and Clown are having fun over there on that house call, aren't they? Absolutely.
Wait, are you jealous of them? You don't think we're having enough fun on this
No, we're having fun. We're having more fun than they are over there.
I think we're having the most fun.
Because it's our derby date night.
Because it's our derby date night. My husband has loaned me for
yes.
this. Oh, he just crossed his arms at you?
We got clear. We got clear.
He's getting sassy. He can hear you.
Mama Pepper got a love you shout out on the air, so we're okay.
And I will give Sirius Lee, sitting right behind me, a big shout out as well. He was expecting to come to this place too, just to watch Derby, and I was like, hey, can you bring some of your audio gear and help us out?
Absolutely. Thanks for helping us out, or you'd be calling this solo because I wouldn't have stuck around.
That's right, because we did not have
I would have went home and took a shower and a long nap.
But instead, you got to hang out with me and get borrowed
and have a Derby date night.
Derby date night.
Woohoo! D-Rex wearing a star for Team Pennsylvania going up against Kiss My Akuta. Happy birthday, Mom, for one last time.
Happy birthday, Mom. I'll join you. I told you you'd have me joining in by the end.
Yes.
D-Rex grabbing that lead jammer for Team Pennsylvania, but Kismaya Skuda is not going to make it easy as they are chasing down D-Rex.
I think D-Rex is going to try and does pick up 4 points and call it off.
2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Philippines almost out of timeouts. I think they have one left and an official review. This is the point where they might choose to use some just to get that clock to slow down. But
2.5 minutes. It's not Philippines' friend right now.
No, it is not, as that clock continues to move. Don't forget, we have a lot more Derby to happen tomorrow. All of these teams have been ranked and re-ranked and seeded and won games and lost games to get them into their final rankings for tomorrow, where they will battle for their final placement in Skate Wars 2024.
Absolutely. Join us for Championship Sunday as we get underway, starting about 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I think starting about 9:30 in the morning, Eastern Time, United States Eastern Time.
Yes.
Jade grabbing lead jammer for Team Pennsylvania. Hawaii KO trying to find some space at the front, has a duo of blockers to get through from Team Pennsylvania as Jade comes around on a first scoring pass. Oh, Hawaii KO taking a big hit from Phoenix to the outside, tried to stay in bounds and was not able to, and is getting pulled all the way back. But Jade has lost lead, and this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes with Jade in the penalty box. This is going to be a power jam for Hawaii KO and Team Philippines.
Hawaii KO is going to have to get clear.
Hawaii KO needs to get out on their initial. Has one blocker left to get through.
Phoenix and Grit and Barrett.
Oh, listen
playing
to
that awesome defense for Team Pennsylvania.
Jade is out of the penalty box. There's only 30 seconds left in this jam, 46 seconds left in the period. Jade has gotten 4 points. Hawaii KO now in the pack on a scoring pass. Team Philippines focused on blocking Jade. Hawaii KO focused on trying to get out of the pack. Both packs stuck here at turn 2 as this jam runs down to the end.
Team Philippines is going to have to call a timeout.
They are going to have to. If no timeout is called, this will be the end of the game. I have a feeling
2-2
there's going to
wash.
be a timeout called.
2 more points added to the 4. That's 6 points for Team Pennsylvania. 128 to 91. Only 5 seconds left on the period clock.
We are going to get one more jam.
This official review is being used as a timeout. I'm not falling for that.
No, that's not. They're not doing an actual official
But this
review.
clock stoppage is brought to you by 187 Killer Pads and 888 New York City.
It definitely is. Some great companies. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors.
Black Diaspora is going to be at the championship game tomorrow.
My Apple Watch just told me we are in a loud environment.
One of these two teams is going to play Black Diaspora tomorrow for the championship.
And
will it be the team in blue or will it be the team in white?
Either one, it's going to be a great game.
Absolutely.
D-Rex on the line for Team Pennsylvania. Champagne has switched from the jammer role to become switched from the pivot role to become a jammer, is on the line for Team Philippines.
Both of these two teams have to hold their heads up high, doing amazing things to get here to this point.
Absolutely.
Nobody expected either one of these two teams to be here in the Final Four.
No, coming in ranked at number 10 for Pennsylvania, number 20 for Philippines. Neither one of these teams expected to be battling to be in the championship game. A huge hit on Champagne, forcing her to the back. D-Rex trying to pull that pack up to the front. Nobody wants to give up the lead here. The period clock has expired.
D-Rex gets out front and calls it off, and it's going to be Team Pennsylvania playing the Black Diaspora. But
D-Rex just started dancing with her team. Did you see that? She started jumping as her team was cheering because there's no way to move. You can't move in this pack.
Team Philippines has locked that defense down.
No one is moving. I love that D-Rex.
We haven't made it past the pivot line yet. Wow.
This is amazing. This is such great derby. Champagne being pulled all the way to the back. Everybody just shouting for both of their teams.
Alunia, mad for gravy. All the players out on the track right now doing their best to just hold.
50 seconds left in this jam, and we have only made it to the pivot line.
Amazing defense.
This is the story of this game. It is the defense. The defense has done such a good job to hold these jammers, both sides, this entire game. It's been beautiful.
Gotta love the heart of Team Philippines. Holding strong.
There is still no lead jammer.
We've been a minute and a half trying to get past the pivot line.
There's only 20 seconds left, and there is still no lead jammer. We are on turn 1. Neither team wants to let the other team have a lead jammer.
No.
10 seconds left. Everybody is kind of stopped. No, the teams on the track are counting down.
And Team Pennsylvania punches their ticket to play Black Diaspora for the championship of Skate Wars 2024. It's an unofficial score right now. All the players exchanging hugs.
Will be in that championship game, those two teams.
Absolutely.
Team Philippines will play Team Michigan in the 3rd place game, which is just before
that
championship game.
Join us tomorrow on Championship Sunday. I am Johnny Pepper.
And I am Aria Kidding Me.
Wishing you peace, love, and roller derby.
Bye.